moving on to an important story that we're tracking over here, and what could be a deal breaker for developers going in for slum rehabilitation. The Sales Tax Tribunal in Mumbai has slapped value-added tax, or VAT or VAT, on the extra TDR granted to the developer. The TDR, or Transfer of Development Rights, is additional FSI that the developer gets in lieu of redeveloping a slum. Now, this can be used elsewhere in Mumbai as well. Taxing this incentive could prove to be a hurdle for key redevelopment projects like Dharavi. And to give us more perspective on that, we're now being joined by Arvind Nandan, Director at South Asia Valuation and Advisory Services, Colliers International. Arvind, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here on the Property News on Magic Bricks. Now tell us, if TDR is taxed, do you see developers going in for getting slum rehabilitation projects which have been stuck in limbo so far?
And the slum rehabilitation projects on a very macro scale will go on, I'm sure. There is hardly any other way to not do it. But of course, there are financial implications, there are fiscal implications that will come into the picture. So obviously the projects, I believe, will go on, but yeah, there will be a bit of hurdle and there will be a bit of, pullback, because it's going to increase the cost of the project and thereby the end product will also get a little expensive.
Arvind, the reason why we're tracking the story is on behalf of all the home buyers who are watching us. Tell us, do you see this having any kind of an impact on property prices?
I think the property prices will get impacted in those projects where there is a TDR loading. By how much will the property prices get affected is a question that has to be answered after a lot of financial calculation. It can increase the overall finished product size because VAT is actually payable by the developer, and the developer is eventually, in all likelihood, going to pass it on to the end user.
All right, Arvind, one last question before we let you go. Tell us, if this is classified as a good, the highest VAT will apply, what will be the impact and what can be the government's rationale behind something like this?
It is considered as an essential commodity or an essential factor of production, and therefore it is a certain value add that's being provided to the developer to produce a particular product. And probably on this basis, its sale is going to be taxed. TDR is allocated in exchange of a certain other product or a certain other mechanism. So it's in a way it's a barter, but still a barter can be liable to sales tax.
All right, Arvind, we will leave it at that. Arvind Nandan of Colliers International, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here on the Property News on Magic Bricks Now.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at Magic Bricks Now. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.